Oh shit, we're live!
Last week,
I hate that.
you guys left Peacewood, traveled what should have been a 2 days journey in about 8 hours because of elven witchcraft. Also, then proceeded to travel 3 days further north until you reached a cave guided by Shakul that should lead you through the mountain ranges much faster than trying to go over or around them. You explored a little bit of a cave and found the tomb of the first kings. And then encountered a small nest of kobolds. And that is where we pick up just after the battle. You are free to loot and continue exploring the cave.
Oh, yeah.
Quick thing, Ethan, is it still possible for me to move?
Oh, the map is up. I had up.
It should still be set up for you to move him from last week.
Okay.
I was on a dark corner. I didn't think the map was up. I thought it was black, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was all black too. Alright, we were up here. I had to zoom out.
Here we are.
I really like the lighting effects, but God, does it confuse you people?
Oh, it's...
Well, just when we load up, it was just on an all black screen. I was waiting for you to load it up.
Every 5 seconds, it's a new scene for me. Like, I would like to. Well, no, actually, no. I'm gonna just make sure I have my dagger and just kind of brush myself off and kind of skulk away.
So now that everything's dead, I'm gonna enter the cave again because I was hiding in the cave in the
Oh,
doorway.
yeah, you were tucked around the wall.
And I just want to look around and see if there's anything other than the kobolds in this cave.
Oh yeah, I'm having a fun time.
In the immediate chasm that you are in, there's nothing other than the fire pit that illuminates the area and the 7 dead things on the ground.
Alright, I'll start looting the kobold.
Noob D&D question, just as far as looting is concerned, is that controlled by you, Ethan? Like, you're like, oh, I loot this corpse, and then you're like, oh, wow, look, you have this item. Sorry that this is a...
No, that's a valid question. For most encounters, and this one included, it'll be a group loot. Everybody who's looting is going to roll investigation to find something. I'm going to average out the rolls, and then that will decide what you find of the group of the loot. If you're looting a room specifically, that gets a little more detailed because I'm going to ask where you're looking for loot, and what you're looking for. And then you're going to roll, and then I tell you if you find something like that, if you find something else, if you find nothing. And that sort of thing.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright, well I'm going from Beach is going from little baby kobold to baby kobold, seeing if you can find anything worth value.
Then I this dude next to. It's okay if you rolling.
Yeah, go nuts.
Okay.
And I'm gonna loot the kobold closest to me.
The one on the right.
Yes.
Shakul is rummaging around the scarecrow.
Oh yeah.
I'll look off the bodies to see if I find anything on the ground or any little nooks and crannies, like some like rocks that might be covering some loot or anything like that.
Okay.
Alright, so we all just roll investigation? Is that what it is?
Yep. Nice.
I love it.
What was that noise?
That was Mike's rolling.
Like critting all over the place.
Oh, I didn't hear this last time.
And well, yeah, well, and somebody's echoing, so you get a blop blop.
Okay, sorry.
I have a 0 investigation.
Oh, poor.
What did I get?
A 1.
You
Oh,
just walked up to the
Natural.
thing and face planted onto it, and that was it.
It's okay. Oh,
Oh my god.
the crits
Right.
can't. One crit cancels the one. You get 2 crits. All right. So, kobolds, being notorious scavengers and hoarders of things, you guys find amongst them 16 gold pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5 daggers, just normal standard daggers, and the sorcerer does have the sorcerer kobold next to Brolin and Aaron does have a red kind of. It's fairly dirty, some tearing, but it is a red silk cloak.
Can I tell if it has any, I don't think I can, any magical properties, or is it just a regular old red silk cloak?
By all appearances right now, without casting Detect Magic, it would
Yeah,
appear
which
as a
I
red
don't
silk.
have.
I can't cast Detect Magic right now.
Okay, well. So it looks like we got 3 gold each with 1 extra. And I'll take the extra if nobody else wants it. I volunteer. Good?
Fine with
Good.
each.
I mean, maybe we should give it to the guy that killed everything.
Me?
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's who that was.
I killed 2.
That's true.
We all did our part here. I don't need to point fingers.
I think we should give both and see.
Way.
I can tell you said something, but I can't hear you.
You're kind of breaking
Cool.
up there. Shakul?
Because he kind of led the expedition.
Okay.
Alright, fine. I'll take 3.
There is, as you looked around, there is a kind of, since you crit, there's a hidden doorway here.
That red mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I will investigate that further. See if it's just kind of opens, if it looks like it's. What kind of hidden doorway? Is it like just like rocks blocking a doorway? Is it just like in the wall, or is it like
It's a doorway that is built directly into the wall, and it's made to look like a part of the wall. But you notice some kind of cuts and some scraping along the ground where you're laying or standing, along, as well as a slight breeze underneath in a
Okay.
crack, that suggests to you that this wall can open.
I will attempt to open it.
Roll investigation again, specifically for this door.
Yes, sir.
19. So after a little bit of checking over in this passageway, you find two things. One is a divot that, when you reach your finger kind of in, there's a what feels like a small, simple switch above, and the other is a pebble, or what looks like a pebble, that can be depressed.
I will flip the switch.
You flip the switch, you hear grinding on the other side, but it doesn't open.
I will press the button.
Uh-oh.
As you press the button, the wall shifts up about an inch or two,
Uh-huh.
and then slams with a loud kind of cracking, like it hits something,
Oh,
some sort of
shit.
stopper.
Okay.
And then it slowly slides back down.
Okay. Can I see? Does the door? You said that I can see into this area. What I'm reaching into, I can't really see though.
Right. The where you found the switch is only big enough for about 2 fingers.
Mhm.
And then the pebble that the button that you're pressing is about the size of a coin.
Okay.
Brolin, what's that noise? What are you doing over here?
I don't know. I think I found something over here, but it's kind of blocked. I don't know if there's some way we can unblock this. There seems to be two, from what I'm understanding, 2 doors. Like one's sliding up and one's trying to like open backwards.
Why don't you try to undo the switch and then press the button? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Duh. I will do that. I will flip the switch back the other way and then press the button again.
So as you flip the switch back, you hear the grinding one more time, and then as you press the button, the door raises up 2 inches, 3 inches, stops, and then swings up and open towards you.
I will move out of the way so I don't get smashed. And
Yeah,
I didn't know how fast it was going. I didn't know if it...
Yeah, it's not moving super fast.
It's like 15
I
feet
will
away from you, too.
look into the opening of what is now open.
It's a narrow hallway. And it does smell rather dusty. It seems to be an area that hasn't been opened or entered in a long time.
Okay. You said narrow. How narrow? Is it like big enough where I can get through it?
You can fit through it. You can all fit through it, but you would have to go one by one.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll lead the way and ask if anybody wants to follow me, and I'll tell everyone what I found. I found like a little passageway over here. I don't know if this is a way out. It felt like there was air coming through here, so I'm assuming there's fresh air on the other side of this somehow. Or maybe it's just a bigger cave.
Maybe there's some magical treasure in there.
Yeah, or ghosts. Who knows?
Ooh,
Let's
ghost.
go.
Do it.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm down.
Ooh, ghosts, don't do it. Alright, I'm gonna just walk through then, and I will...
I'm gonna follow right behind Brolin.
Yeah, we should get a marching order to see which way everyone's going.
I'll be behind Beach.
I'll bring up the back end.
Okay.
As I'm walking, I'm gonna do I'll do a perception check just to keep an eye out for traps in this little thing.
Okay.
And hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
We're wasting all of our good rolls.
Sorry.
It's not trapped.
Okay, it was just hidden and tucked away.
It appears to you that the only defense for this section, for this hallway, was the hidden door. Like, the door was supposed to keep it safe.
Okay, tell me when to stop, because I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, I see an opening. I'm gonna
keep going.
walk
You're fine.
to about here. Oh, I see some beds. What do I see in this area?
A single bed, and 2 chests.
I told you, magical treasure!
I will look at the chest. Do they seem to be manually trapped? I'm not mad. I obviously can't detect magic right now, but manually trapped?
You don't see any traps.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to open this one right here.
Go for it.
Alright,
And I'm opening this one. And I bet mine's better than yours.
They are both locked.
Damn it!
can I... Oh shit, I'm not... Ah, man, I'm not my other guy. Alright, what does bro have? I was like, I'm just gonna use my thieves tools real quick. Nope.
I just kick mine curse a bunch.
I will try to use my dagger and, like, wedge it between the edge of the lock and then hit it real hard and try to pop it open.
You're trying to break it open?
Just the lock part, not the entire... is it a big metal lock on the front, or is it, like, locked with a keyhole? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to pry the lock off.
You can see the latch. You can see the latch that's locked.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
make a strength check.
While
Nice.
Beach and Brolin are trying to open these chests, I'm gonna sit on the bed. Do I need to roll anything?
No, you don't.
Alright, I'm on that bed.
The bed does seem to be a fairly thin mat of straw. The part you sit in almost seems to crumble under your weight. It's not fresh straw. It has not been used in a very long time.
Maybe this is part of the first king's treasure, guys.
The
I bet it is.
chest,
I don't know
as
if the
you,
first king
you
would
slide
slam it
your
like that. Yep.
slide your
Sorry.
dagger behind the latch, and you kind of punch the handle, and the latch snaps free. You can open the chest.
I
Dude,
will
look at
open
those
that
rolls.
chest.
Um,
Yeah, it's gonna be bad later.
So as you open the chest, what you find is... Do you want me to whisper it to you, or do you want to just say it out loud?
Whisper it to me, and then I will.
Oh, I was just thinking, and I was just gonna say it because I hadn't thought of this yet. Would it be easier when whisper things happen to just quickly pop to that other channel?
Maybe.
Or is it easier to type? I just hadn't thought about this
I
until
find
after
it
last
easier
week.
to type because the rest of you can still talk to me while I'm typing. I can listen to you guys talking and asking questions while I'm typing. I just might not answer immediately.
Okay.
And if you're in a different
But
room, then you can hear it.
I will start telling you guys that I'm whispering
Oh,
somebody.
Yeah.
So what do you got over there, Beach? Did you open yours at all?
Nothing. I
Did you
got a
try
locked
to?
chest.
Did you try to pop it open?
I don't have big lizardy muscles like you.
Yeah, but you got nimble fingers. Wiggle your little finger in there and see if you can use your finger to unlock it.
I try to jam my finger into the lock and use it as a key.
Are
It
you
really
trying to,
hurts.
like,
Why don't you use a stick
You
from your
can
hair,
you can
actually?
make a dex sleight of hand check if you want.
No, I'm just humoring
With-
Brolin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody
yeah,
have any kind of tools, or someone want to try to kick this thing open?
I'll try kicking it as I
Just breaking the
pull
lock?
off the bed and moves over to that strength roll here. Correct?
Are you at? What are you? Tell me what you're doing. You're
I'm gonna
attacking-
kick. I'm gonna kick it. As
It's
hard
an
as I can.
attack then.
Okay, so it's an attack. Sorry.
If you're kicking, like if you are wedging a weapon in between and trying to snap the lock, it would be strength. But if you're trying to kick the lock off, it's an attack roll.
Does anybody have a crowbar or something?
Then I will do an unarmed kick attack
Okay.
here. Normal roll.
All right, that'll work. I'm not gonna make you roll damage on a freaking lock. You successfully kick the latch clean off the chest, and it kind of creaks open.
Why, thank you, good sir.
You're welcome, Master Beach.
And I open the chest.
Do you want me to whisper it to you, or do you want to just say it?
Just say it, because we're all kind of huddled around.
Inside that chest, there is what looks like a piece of a sapphire and a dagger, or I'm sorry, not a dagger, a pistol similar in design to the one that you've seen Aaron with a couple times, but the white bone inlay on Aaron's, on the one that you're looking at now, is black instead of white. It does still appear to be bone. And also in the chest is 200 gold pieces.
Oh shit.
Nice. Well, I will split shares with everybody for the 200 gold pieces.
And I will call out to everyone that I found 2 gems in this chest over here. They look like they're used for like powering spells or holding spells. Good for like warlock stuff. Maybe sorcery stuff. No, not sorcery. No, they don't use gems.
What did you find?
Basically, what he found is it's 2 gems that you can cast. It's kind of like creating a magical grenade. With the proper level of magical skill, a sorcerer, wizard, or warlock, even a druid could put a spell into these gems, say fireball, and then a non-magical wielder like Shakul could take the gem, throw it, and that spell would come out.
Oh,
Kinda
it's
like
kind of like using a scroll.
Yes.
Wow, that's very
That's
interesting.
cool.
The other use that these gems would have would be if you enchanted it correctly for the proper spell, it could increase the intensity of the spell. So that's what I mean by empowering or powering up. I didn't say empowering. That's supposed to be empowering.
Okay.
Well, you or whoever can hold on to those. You'd probably be better with that than me.
Yeah, I'll hold on to these. Unless,
And, so everybody gets 40 gold.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute. The Texans just threw a 40-yard touchdown to win the game. Sorry.
God damn it! I just lost $20.
To who?
So
Hopkins.
My bad, guys.
So yeah, so everybody gets 40 gold out of this chest, and I'm just gonna kind of call everybody else over, and I can't remember your name.
That pistol looks very interesting, Beach. Looks kind of familiar.
Yeah, it's yours if you want it. I have no penchant for guns.
It's not my path, unfortunately.
Oh, Baracus? Is that your name? Baracus, Aaron, Brolin? Anybody want this? It looks like the one you guys had.
I think Aaron was rocking a pistol earlier. That looks like the same, almost the same style that she had.
Maybe it's part of a set.
I'm good. I'll stick with mine. If anyone else wants to take that.
Wait, why don't you dual wield them?
Yeah.
Dual wield
Aaron, I
them.
think you're passing up a major opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a hog. If anyone else wants one, they can take it. If not, I'll take it.
I have no use for a pistol.
Fine, I'll take it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I could throw magical rocks.
And I'll just, I'll hold up my fingers and wave them around like, yeah, I got these.
Alright. I told you magical treasure. When I see a trap door, it says magical treasure to
what
me.
you're talking about. Anything under the bed? Magical
No,
DM?
it's on the floor.
Okay. It's just like a...
It's more of a mat on the floor than a bed.
Okay, I get you. Alright, and, alright, so then, I will... There's nothing else in this room. I will follow this other pathway down.
Yeah, and we'll follow the same order here.
Same order? Oh, this looks like a nice opening. Oh, that looks like a... Okay. Alright. I'm gonna say, hold up, guys. There's some stuff in this room.
So,
what do I see as I walk for?
as you enter in, you see here and here torches still burning. After who knows how long. They do burn with an unnatural light, suggesting that they are magic in source.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
The two things standing before you are statues similar to the one that you saw in the hallway before, but instead of the dwarf that you saw before, instead of the dwarf that you saw before, it's the left statue is an elf, and the right statue is an orc.
Okay. Are there any plates or anything? Does it say anything on their statues, or is it just...
It's kind of worn from age, but you can make an investigation check to try and actually read it.
Will do.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in and just kind of marvel at the statues too.
Nah, that sounds about right. Question about being able to read any writing. That doesn't mean I can read writing that's worn down or
Right, you could.
broken. It just means any language or
Yeah.
certain runes and stuff. Not all runes, obviously. Those aren't always language. But certain things.
Computer is lagging so fucking bad.
I'm sorry.
Set it on fire. I heard that helps.
No.
Punch it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do. Bougie-con.
Bougie-con.
Alright, so, I'll make my way around the room. Can I see, what is this over here on the right?
It's a wall.
Just a wall?
That's another door.
Oh, I was
It is
going to say
a
I've seen one of those
Sorry.
before.
Um,
Alright, well, I'll leave that for now. And
what's...
Oop.
hang on. Aaron, are you in the...
I'm trying to type it. It's +1.
No, I know. Are you in the room?
But my computer is yet again lagging. So
I know. Are you in the room or in the hallway?
trying to get into the room.
Alright, I'm gonna put you in the room.
And Cody.
Before, Yeah,
so if you're
Shakul, what's your passive perception? Shakul, Beach, and Brolin, what is your... And Cody, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception.
13.
You find that? Sorry. Passive perception.
No, you don't need to tell me. It's just I need Cody's.
I know. I'm looking for his. Oh, it's
12.
11.
His is 11.
I'm also at 12, sorry.
It's 10 plus your wisdom modifier is what you're looking. Cody's is 11. 12, 13. What was yours, Beach? I'm sorry.
13.
Okay.
While he's doing that, we split up 200 gold. That was how many a person?
40
1,
apiece.
2, 3, 4, 40 apiece. Thank you.
40 apiece. So you didn't read the writing. The doorway. What was the question?
No question. You said it was a doorway, and I said, all right, I'm going to leave that for now, and I started to say I was going to head down here and check out this, what appears to be a tomb. Or a light switch.
Just
Um,
one big light.
I'm gonna move you for now, Britt, and Cody.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, if your computer's acting up, just say what you want to do, and Ethan will move you around.
I can't really do that.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
she
Tim,
can't right now.
what was your bet?
I needed New Orleans to win.
Congrats.
Did they win?
No.
It is a tomb, and on the front,
Oh.
Where's JJ Watt? We haven't seen him tonight. Can he get a pressure? Breeze with time to the end zone and into the hands of Taysom Hill.
So on the front of this
on the front of it, it says in a writing that even you, Brolin, don't understand.
Okay.
The script across the tomb as you guys approach glows, and seems to shift.
Cool.
It transforms and dances, slowly becoming
Terrified.
had this
I'm so
written.
terrified.
I'm like not breathing right now.
I'm sorry. I had it written down.
Freaking out.
It slowly transforms into common,
Okay.
and you all read Shaltiel, Angel of Silence.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Is that something I would have ever heard of before? Or,
Maybe we should roll some
You can roll a history
History.
check.
history checks. Okay. Can we all do that? Or
Well, let me. Oh, fuck off.
Two of you. I will let two of you roll. Two of you can roll, or one of you can assist the roll and give him advantage, which wouldn't help him at all.
Yeah, let's for this time say. Angel of Silence.
Said what one? History?
I have a +3 to it. I don't know if I want to roll.
Aaron rolls.
Okay.
Someone else other than Aaron roll, for reasons that she understands.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Pick the roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Thing, Aaron.
I'm gonna do that next.
So I'm gonna roll for that.
You gotta do it now.
Alright, I'm trying to do two things at once here.
I know, it's okay. You have the stats off the
most
handout I
confused
gave you, right?
person ever right now.
Or yes.
Pistol. That's what you're using.
Okay.
I'm gonna back you up a bit. As you guys are approaching,
Come on, fucking load.
do you want me to roll it for you?
I got it.
There we go.
And that's plus.
Dex plus your dex.
Are you fucking shooting someone? What the fuck?
Tim, you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know.
Oh, it's
Cole,
happening.
what's your armor class?
My armor class.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't even know where I would do this. Oh, 12. I'm sorry.
All right. Roll damage, Brittany.
What the f-
Wait.
Okay.
And I
As you
didn't.
guys are approaching this tomb and seeing the letters dance in a sort of fire,
Fire.
revealing shit. It looks like fire, but it looks like holy fire. A shot rings out in the chasm, and Shakul, you feel just a sudden burning sensation in your left arm as you take 8 hits of damage. And you all turn to see Aaron standing there, both pistols drawn and raised and pointing at Brolin and Shakul. One smoking as the bones reload it, and the Eldritch tentacles. Well, you're not supposed to know it's Eldritch yet, but the tentacles that you saw before reload it in the same fashion you saw the first time she shot it.
Can I
Her
cast?
eyes are completely glazed over in a yellow kind of haze. Her mouth is open, and she's kind of just drifting back and forth. It's very apparent she's not in control right now.
Can I cast a spell?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Brittany.
Okay. What is the-
It's a Wisdom save 13.
I have to roll the wisdom.
Yep. Roll a wisdom save. Let me.
Fuck!
I was gonna check and see if she had advantage, but never mind.
Doesn't
Oh
matter.
my god.
Does no
Alright.
effect.
Are we rolling any sort of initiative, or can we just cast at will?
And I'm gonna
giving
yell,
you-
somebody get those pistols out of her hands!
You each have a reaction
Okay.
to what just happened, and then we will be rolling initiative.
Okay, I am going to cast Eldritch Blast. Hold on, wait. I just want to see if I can do something first. I gotta read the spell real quick. Towards a creature. Okay, I can't do that. I was gonna see if I can target the gun itself.
I will say you can target her hand, but you would be at disadvantage for the specific target.
Okay, I will
And
try to.
It's small size.
Okay, I will try to shoot the. I will use Eldritch Blast to try to shoot her hand. Before I roll this, I want to ask. I have the force on it. It can knock something 10 feet back. If I hit that, could I be able to knock the gun out of her hand completely using the force with my Eldritch? You know how I have the empowerment to my Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask. I'm still gonna roll it, but I just want to let you know what I'm doing before I do it, and then say, "Oh, I did try to do this." I'm gonna do it anyway, but I will.
So you're attempting to target the hand to knock a pistol away.
Yes.
I'll allow it.
Okay. With disadvantage.
Oh, yes!
That
That's still a 20.
I'm going to roll something here.
And then I will use that force, that 10 feet of force, to try to knock the gun out of her hand 10 feet back.
You successfully knock the pistol out of her hand.
Excellent.
And Erin staggers to one knee. Her eyes release. Which pistol did you knock?
I will shoot for her. I'm facing her. I will shoot for her right hand. I don't know what pistol's in which hand.
Black pistol or white pistol?
I will shoot the black pistol.
Okay.
Because I've seen her wield the white pistol before and it never did that.
Okay. So the black pistol kind of flies out of the hand and skitters to the... that's not the drawing tool. It slides across in this direction. As it slides, you don't hear anything. What would normally produce a scraping noise across the ground, as any of you would know of a pistol, there's no sound as it moves. It slows and it comes to a stop. Everybody make a wisdom save, except for Erin.
Oh my god. It's so confused. It's so scared.
Wisdom check or wisdom save? I'm sorry.
Wisdom save.
Okay.
Difference?
Yes.
There is a difference.
Just press wisdom?
Except for
press
you.
wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, but you don't have to...
Oh, okay.
It's technically the same, but it's technically different. It's strange. You don't have to make... Oh, you did it for him. I understand now.
Terrible.
So, Brolin and Beach, you hear a screechy, high-pitched voice cry out, and all it says is, it kind of sounds like, well, it sounds like the aliens in Independence Day.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember when they grab the doctor and kind of open the glass? In that sort of voice, you hear a long drawn out "No, release me."
Jeez.
Oh my fucking god.
Around the black pistol, tendrils burst forth and begin to move back towards Erin. Baracus, you failed the save. And Shakul, you failed the save.
What?
You can fall unconscious.
Oh, what does this mean? I'm so confused. Okay.
Can I determine where that sound was coming from? Was it coming?
It came from the gun.
Okay, I didn't know if it was from the tomb or something. Okay.
Yep, it came from the gun. I've been so excited for this cave, you guys.
Oh man.
I'm so glad you opened the chest. Sorry.
Release me.
I'm assuming, I'm gonna just say out loud, like, I think something needs to be released from that gun. I think we should
You
lock
and
it back
Beach
up.
both heard it. Shakul and Baracus have kind of staggered to one knee and then fallen asleep. They're unconscious right now. They're breathing, they're fine, but they're not awake. Erin is kind of awake, but clearly not okay. She's on one knee, breathing, ragged, and kind of like shaken, and whatever just happened took a lot out of her. This pistol is now moving towards her.
I'm gonna yell.
Hold on, wait, time out. So I can't do anything. Can I do anything? Like, can I cast a spell?
Make a Constitution save.
Oh, fuck me.
That's fair. I thought he was just gonna straight up say no.
Oh god, I'm so fired up right now. This is the most we've ever rolled in like a whole session. Yes!
Erin recuperates herself and breathes deeply and stands back up tall, and you may do what you want.
I'm gonna use heat metal
On what?
on the pistol.
Which one?
A bad one.
You're holding
one-
the white one. Black one's on the ground, crawling to you.
The black one on the ground crawling to me.
Do you not have to be touching the metal?
No, it says choose a manufactured metal object that you can see within range. Causing the object to glow red. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
Nice.
The gun starts to glow. It's still coming towards you.
Great. That did nothing.
That did something. Made it hot.
I'm gonna yell, Aaron, throw that other pistol away!
This one's never been a problem for me.
I think it's just this pistol. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't know if we're in initiative order, or can I cast another Eldritch Blast at this thing?
You guys can roll initiative just for sanity's sake, yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna keep trying to attack this
Give me a
thing.
second. Let me
Yeah.
do this. Let me put that up there so it actually... Don't roll yet.
I'm
Okay,
not.
now roll.
Nailed it.
Hold on. Sorry. Give me a minute.
That's something I'm not mad about failing. I can do it later.
Nailed it.
Sorry, VJ, drew on your face.
I can just scroll down my fucking computer.
It's okay. I don't know
You guys want me to
why
get...
it didn't automatically add Beach's 20 in there. Okey-dokey. Alright. Just gonna do that.
God.
So Beach.
I'm gonna flip and max out on spells. All right, I'm going to
Don't do anything. Well, it's up to you. Nah, I'm not gonna talk. I'll just yell out, "We gotta stop that thing!"
yeah. So I'm gonna cast Entangle. 20 square foot range. You said these things are. All right. So how do I draw? Let's see. Draw shape. We're gonna draw a shape. That's like 20 feet. Yeah. Right there. Obviously not getting Aaron. And yeah, strength save 13. I'm trying to just wrap up that gun and keep it stuck there.
Strength save 13. I'm gonna give you the tie.
Okay.
Vines kind of sprout up from the floor and wrap up this pistol. You see the tentacles kind of tearing away some vines, but there's too many vines for it to tear away completely, and you do successfully completely stop the motion of the pistol.
It's restrained for 1 minute.
Mhm.
And then for my bonus action, well, I'm actually gonna. I'm kind of scared right now. I'm. I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening. It's my movement. I have too much stuff going on my computer. 25. Yeah, I'm running over here. And casting a Shillelagh. My cantrip to magically infuse my Shillelagh. And that's it.
Are you hitting the...
Nope, for a bonus action I can infuse my Shillelagh with magic. That's it.
Gotcha.
Just in case it gets close to me, I'd have to whack it. And that's it.
Okay. You're safe for now. The pistol's not moving. It can't fire itself. But you do have an entangled pistol in the middle of the floor.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this pistol.
Your turn yet?
Well, I know.
Aaron, it's yours.
All right. So for my action, I'm going to use my other pistol. Ready or not?
Huh?
And I said I don't know if this is a smart idea or not, but for my shoot the pistol with my
Okay.
1d10 plus dexterity to hit. 1d20, sorry. Plus dexterity, which is shit.
You should be able to do it off your character sheet.
It's not like in there, I don't think, but
You don't have the pistol macroed? No, you don't. That's okay. 1d20 plus dexterity. Your dexterity is 4, so it's 1d20 plus 4, so 17 plus 4. You hit. You do hit.
So 1d10 damage. 4.
As you fire, you successfully fire. The pistol in your hand reloads as you've all seen before with the tentacles. The one on the floor, as you fire the white one, as you fire the one in your hand, the one on the floor gets hit, and the tentacles retreat back into the weapon. It stops fighting against the vines that are entangling it. And it just goes back to being a fancy, interesting looking pistol.
Huh.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh man.
Do I still have a bonus action? I'm sorry.
You do. You would have a bonus action, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action, Flame Blade. And on hit, the target takes 3d6 fire damage.
Okay. But that we went over this last week. You create a blade of flame, right? Or you set your blade on fire?
Yeah, you set your weapon on fire.
Yes.
Okay. So your scimitar's now on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright,
So then,
next time it'll do extra damage.
Yep.
I don't roll anything to hit it, right?
No, you're not. You can't attack because you already attacked with the pistol. You set your sword on fire for next turn.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Brolin.
I'm gonna attempt to Eldritch Blast this thing again.
It's not moving. It's just a gun right now.
Then I'm gonna. Fuck! I don't want to touch it.
Oh wait, guys.
You know what?
Let me say this before we do any other sort of action. When I touched that thing, it told me to release it. So I don't know if any other damage to this thing will release whatever is inside of that pistol.
Yeah.
You break it, does that mean whatever happens to it is going to come out? That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, well then I'm gonna leave that thing there. I'm gonna rush over to Shakul. Where is Shakul on this map? I can't quite zoom in and see. Hold on.
Right next to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to him. Maybe. I can't move my guy, but whatever. And I'm gonna try to shake him awake. That's what I'm gonna use my action doing. Try to shake him awake. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know what's happening to him, but that's my instinct.
Shakul, make another wisdom save with advantage as he tries to wake you.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Yes. Huzzah.
Oh, my arm hurts. What happened?
Oh man, we lost you there for a second.
Your arm hurt? Why does your arm hurt?
I don't know. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, that gun yelled out to us to release it, and then you and Baracus just passed out. And I'll look over to Baracus, and that's all I can do my turn, I'm assuming. Move and action. That's it.
Alright, so if it's back to me.
Before you turn order no longer matters here. Just,
Okay.
Alright.
We'll just say that.
So now that everything's calmed down, I'll also say that
Baracus,
the
you were
entanglement's gone.
You're also stirring out of. You're also coming away now. Here, Baracus.
I'm gonna walk up to the gun, and I'm gonna say,
Did you...
Prolin, can you give me a hand
dispel
over
your-
here?
Hold on. Did you spell your...
Yeah,
Are you walking towards-
yes, I said it lasts a minute. We'll say that, I guess, right, as everyone wakes up, that it goes
Okay.
away.
I just didn't want you... I didn't want to walk to that. Okay, yeah, I'll hop over. I'll rush over to the gun with him.
I'm
And
gonna say,
I'll inspect it without touching it.
I'm gonna say, Prolin, I'm gonna pick this up. If anything weird happens, rip it out of my hand.
Okay, I will. And then, if you come to and you see anything weird happen, I don't know.
What? Don't make this more confusing than it is. Just get ready.
Okay, I'm ready. I will hold an action to rip this pistol out of his hand.
I pick it up.
Ooh.
You pick up the pistol. Nothing.
Nothing happens.
Pistol.
I will instinctively grab the pistol out of his hand and be like, "Oh, I was just freaking out for a second. I thought,
Jesus,
I thought
Brolin, calm down. Give me that back.
And I was like, I don't think anyone should hold on to this.
Give me
I
the
mean,
pistol back,
I don't think anyone
Brolin.
should be using this. And I will attempt to tuck it away into my bag. I think this is just bad news for now.
I'm gonna hold out my hand impatiently.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, I don't think it's a good idea for anyone to hold on to this. I'm gonna wrap it in the cloth.
Only
and
you can
say-
hold on to it?
No, I don't think we should use it at all. I'm gonna try to find a place that we can dispose of this.
Brolin? Give me the pistol. I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna keep it in my bag.
I don't know if I don't think I should.
Alright.
Maybe we should just leave it here. Maybe we should just leave it in the chest that we found it in.
No, I want to know what this does. That was fascinating.
Clearly, it's nothing good.
Doesn't mean we can't learn anything from it.
All right. I'll give it to him. I'll put it in his bag.
I put it in my bag and I kind of just eye Brolin suspiciously for a little while as I do it. That's
suspiciously.
Yeah, like, I don't know why you're being such a dick.
You took it. I saw what happened. I took it. I saw what happened when Aaron took it, and I thought I saw your eyes start to glaze over, so I grabbed it.
Alright. Well, that was... So, Aaron, what happened? What did that feel like?
Oh,
What it felt like, Aaron.
oh,
You just keep saying, oh.
What it felt like was an extreme. It wasn't painful. But nothing hurt, but everything ached. It felt empty and void. It felt not cold, but not warm. It was everything in between existence. Almost like you left this plane. You were no longer in your body and just a passenger, as something from you wouldn't know. Something from one of the other planes inhabited you for a moment.
Felt like I wasn't myself. I touched it and I heard this dark voice asking me to free it, and next thing you know, I'm kneeling on the ground. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, and then you looked over. You looked over at that gun, and it had that incredible, those tentacles just freaking me out, just coming out of that gun.
I mean, that's bad news. So, how similar do these pistols look?
You can hold them. Are you?
So I'll so just for safety purposes, we'll say I wrap this pistol in a piece of cloth. Right now I'm holding it without it touching my skin.
Okay.
And I say, Aaron, let me see that other pistol you have, so we can see them side by side. I want to look at exactly how similar they are.
Aaron?
Yes, I pull out the pistol. Well, the pistol was in my hand, so I just take it and I show it to Beach.
Do you show it to him or hand it to him?
I show it to him.
I'm not touching them at the same time. I saw what happened last time.
Okay.
Showing it to him.
So as you both collectively inspect these two, they are identical. The bones that run along the barrel and the handle kind of... But you notice a difference from when you picked it up on the beach. It was a smooth barrel, but after whatever just happened, the bones are more like an actual bone would be, where it has some... It's kind of bumping out of the wood and has dimension to it. It feels dry in your hand, Aaron. But the workings of the bones along both of them are identical. The woodwork, it looks like could have been carved from the same tree. It's clearly dwarven forged.
But on mine, the bone is black.
The only difference between them is Aaron's is white, and the one in your hand is black.
And it's bone that's black.
Correct.
Do I know what demon bone looks like?
Make a history check.
Also, just saying.
Make a history check with advantage. Okay, good to know. 18.
Oh wait! Did I click on the wrong thing?
No, that's fine.
I did. I tried to click on Artificer's. I tried to do this. That's what I tried to do.
Oh, that makes that way worse. That makes it way...
Well, you said with advantage.
Doesn't make it worse.
Oh, I thought... So, the gnome cunning says advantage.
He said advantage before I clicked on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving him advantage because of his researcher background.
Oh, I understand.
And
okay,
he has reason to have looked into demons before. You do know what demon bone looks like. This is not demon bone. It is human bone. But this is the only human bone you've ever seen that's black. And you can investigate. You can do it in... No, it's not colored black. This is black bone.
All right. Well, I think we should keep these two pistols separated.
Don't think.
I mean, I can detect magic once I have a rest if we want to see what kind of magic that is. I can...
Yeah, you hold on to that. I'll hold on to this one. I'm not touching it, but I'll put it away until Brolin can take a better look.
Which one did you hand me?
I'm not handing you anything. I'm keeping the black one.
Oh, I thought you said you can hold on to that, and then I'll hold on to this one. Sorry.
I think he was talking to Aaron.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
That's because I was gonna say I don't want to touch it with my hand. I wanted to make sure it was in a cloth that he handed to me.
And I'll just say to Aaron, just be careful around that thing. I don't trust these.
Okay.
So you are still in this room with the statues in the tomb. The tomb is Shaltiel of the Silent Angel, or Angel of Silence. Sorry.
Did we did all that
Did I say
gun
that right?
shooting? Angel of Silence is what you called it originally.
Shatiel, not Shaltiel. Sorry, I added an L.
Shatiel. Oh my God,
It is in chat
second
if you
cross
wanted
out.
to write it down.
Did all of that noise and just based on the name Angel of Silence that we know, we made a lot of noise in this little tomb. Has anything changed or shifted or weird happened?
No, and I don't think any of you recognized. Did you make a?
No, they made two
No,
history
you-
checks and they both failed.
I make a history check since I was like
7 and a 10. Neither of you recognize. Yeah, 7 and 10 wouldn't recognize a history check. No.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did. Yeah.
You cannot make a history check.
okay.
Sorry. I will say that all of you would know that celestial and angel are essentially the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And if you remember the history lesson last week, you would kind of draw conclusions.
The history lesson, which I have noted here. Hold on. I have 4 different notepads with notes. Hold on.
Which I don't even know that there was a chamber back there.
Yep, there was first king of dwarfs, first chief of orcs, and first emperor of elves. They united. They used the first unification of demons of the 7 hells were wiping out, and the 4 kings of men fought together to fight back the demons to their level. So I'm assuming this might have been one of the demons.
Okay,
Oh,
I wrote the lore, and you confused me.
Yeah.
And also, did you
the first
are you
thing-
telling this to us because
Yes,
we
I'm
weren't
telling this
there?
to you out loud. I said it out loud last week after we all caught up, and then you went back.
The first unification is a history thing that all of you would know. It's generally taught to youth in training in every walk of life. It's a big deal. Everyone would know the first unification was the first king of dwarves, the first emperor of elves, the first chief of orcs, and the first 4 kings of men uniting under one cause to drive back the demons of the 9 hells.
Oh,
Who were
that's.
wiping out the land.
I had 2.
Those 7 armies. That is important. 7 armies. It's important to note that it took 7 armies to drive back the 9 hells, the demons of the 9 hells, led by 2 celestials who have never before been named.
I didn't have
and they're
anything about
they're
the
buried and they're in the
Celestials.
same tomb.
Guys, I think we need to open this tomb.
I wasn't gonna
guys-
say it, but I'm
And
not
that's why I'm
opposed to it.
saying- and this is kind of me still doing rookie players. Celestial and angel are the same thing.
Cool. I wasn't gonna say it, but I was thinking it. Want a
Good
hand?
mystery. Let's do it.
So I'll come down here with Shakul.
So I guess we should.
Let's go here and just heave it.
Well, maybe we should like take a look at it first. And
Okay,
see what
okay. I'm really
so-
small. I can't really see much.
What would we roll to just kind of see the best way to move this?
It'd be an
Perhaps,
investigation.
investigation. All right.
If you're looking, investigation.
Can I use my inspiration? I know that I forgot to use it. I feel like you're gonna take it away from me. So
I
Well,
will not take your inspiration. You have that until you use it.
And I think because we're both kind of going around and looking at this thing, can then he have advantage?
so
You can either both roll to separate investigations, or one of you can give the other an advantage on it without using the inspiration. The inspiration would be
What would an inspiration really?
so basically. Inspiration is you roll bad and you inspiration, and I'll let you re-roll. And
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it's done in traditional, but that's how I'm using inspiration. It's a free re-roll.
Okay, then I will
So-
save that.
And because Shakula said it, and I'm over here helping, well, I'll say just him with advantage.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll roll investigation with advantage.
Nice. Looking around, it does seem to be a fairly. It's a fancy, it's ornate sarcophagus. It has intricate carvings and the glowing words on the front by themselves. That's not something you have seen before. As far as opening it, there's no clear.
Is there a lid to this sarcophagus?
There's no clear lid or opening to this sarcophagus. It almost seems like it's one solid piece of stone.
Who has those gems? Can we create a controlled explosion to maybe open this up?
I don't know about this.
This seems like bad news. Maybe we should just like.
The two of you went
Leave us
to
alone.
school together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any sort of verve for learning? Anything at all?
Absolutely. I just don't want to anger some.
I also don't like desecrating the remains of angels.
Well, I just meant I didn't want to destroy whatever's in there.
The idea of pissing off God seems dangerous to me. Sorry.
God.
Well, I don't mind pissing off gods.
Just an angel.
Or angels, for that matter.
I didn't say God, I said a God.
I just don't really have anything in my disposal that could get in there, I don't think.
Can
What
I use mold earth on it to like take just the top layer off?
I think it has to be loose earth, but also, hey, Baracus, you're awake.
Like, hey, you're awake.
Yeah, I've been awake. I was kind of been standing back, watching you guys kind of get attacked by that elite pistol. Put away.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. It was a good
I
time.
don't know you guys all that well, so I don't want to get randomly attacked again.
Fair enough.
Mold earth wouldn't have an effect on this. Beach, with your I'm giving you the 18 because you were helping him investigate. Obviously the writing on the front was magical in the fact that it changed from something you didn't recognize to Chatiel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's glowing. But there does seem to be some light enchantment on the sarcophagus itself as well. Similar, well, no. Sorry. End of statement.
What language was it in before it transformed?
You didn't recognize it. Nobody recognized it, and even Brolin, who has
called.
All right,
Got it.
I'm gonna call Brolin. Can you recognize any of the writing on this coffin?
I will look at it. Can I
Sarcophagus? Come on down here.
see it? I don't want to get too close. I'm a little sketched out.
It's just a rock. Calm down.
Okay.
Why are you so
stand on
jumpy
top of
today?
it. I don't know. I've seen some stuff. I just saw a gun that started walking at us with demon tentacles out
Yeah,
of
it was a little gun, smaller than me.
it.
You're a big,
Seemed very
strong dragon.
interested
Don't
in
be
it.
such a baby.
All right. I'll approach the tomb and I'll try to read what I can read.
Scared money don't make money.
I hate you.
Well, I did want to do something while you were back here, Roland.
I kind of wanted to stay back there, so yes, continue.
While you were back there, you noticed the both statues where the writing was worn down.
Uh-huh.
You're not sure when it started, but it is glowing similar to the sarcophagus down here.
So it's all glowing. Did it start? Is it more readable now?
Yes.
Or is it still okay? What does it say?
I believe I said this was an elf, right? And this is an orc.
Yep.
Make sure I give you the correct names. So the orc, it says Incathurg.
Oh Jesus! Hold on. Let me pull up my notes and type that down. Okay.
I got you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
And the elf. Ooh, wrong button. Sorry. Copying and pasting it from my notes. It says Emeth Norharis.
Okay, I can spell that. Emeth. Or
Probably.
I was pretty close. All right, I spelled Emeth right. Norharis, I was off a little bit. Okay.
You know, just from general history, that is definitely the name of
the first chief of orcs.
First orc and the first elf.
Okay, got it. I wrote that down. Incathurg only had one name, right?
Correct.
Okay. And it just says their names on the plates?
Yes.
Okay. So looking at this place, I don't know if this would be a check or anything, but standing back here looking at this, watching my two friends try to break into this tomb.
We're just looking at it now.
Would I recognize this as is this obviously a resting ground for this place, or is it more like a shrine in memory of these people? I know that might sound like the same thing, but like...
The chamber you were in before is the apparent resting place.
Okay.
That is their final tomb, and they were buried together.
Yeah.
This is, as far as you know, this cave is not. No one you've come across knows exactly where this is. Like this has been kind of a place of myth.
Okay.
So it is special that you found it.
And Shakul just followed the wind. We gotta keep you around.
The statues do seem to be more of
like in honor.
Yeah, more ceremonial and reverent than anything else. But so at some point somebody was keeping this place more or less sacred. But it's been a while since people were down here.
Okay, looking at those statues, I'm just gonna look at their physical beings right now. A big orc, is he holding anything? And the elf, are they holding anything, or?
The orc is holding a mace.
Okay.
The elf has a bow on her back.
Okay.
And two short swords. Fancy,
Classic Legolas.
Fancy's the right word. Kind of what you would expect from an elven.
Ornate.
Yeah.
Scimitar-looking blades.
I will say, since you mentioned looking at their physical, they're looking at you.
Eyes, like, are their eyes still stone, or are they, like...
They're still stone, but their heads have turned, and they're looking at you specifically.
Okay. Are their brows furrowed, or are they just glancing at me? Are they, like, pissed?
No change in expression, from when you walked in at first.
I'm gonna do a little, like, 5 foot walk this way, 5 foot walk this way. See if their eyes follow me.
Their eyes are pretty much solid stone, like a statue. There's no pupil or anything, so it's hard to tell.
It's like one of those paintings that it feels like it's watching you.
No, it's more of
The head's turned.
yeah, the heads were looking forward and now are looking in your direction. You feel like they're looking at you, but there's no defined eye. Like if you look at
Like any statue.
If you were to look at a statue, it doesn't necessarily have pupils and iris and all that. It's just where the eye is, there's a rounded shape. That's what's here. There's no definition to the eye, so whether or not the eyes are tracking you, you can't really tell.
Okay, but it was more that the head moved. I understand now.
Yes. You do hear at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's a noise at this door. I hope you guys can see that.
Yep.
It made a mark.
Do we all hear it or just Brolin?
Why is it black? Just Brolin hears it. It's kind of a shuffling.
Okay.
It sounds like stone on stone.
I'm not gonna approach that tomb, even after they ask me to. I'm gonna stand here, readying myself for any movement from these statues. I'm not ready to attack. I'm just on edge, keeping an eye out. And I'm kind of just ignoring all of them.
As he's standing there ignoring your attempts to bring him over, Beach, everybody does now hear at this door that's marked. Similar to when you were opening the hidden door.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a kind of grinding noise.
Okay, I'm going to just go way out on a limb right now, and use my wild form, and turn into a Jakuli.
I'm sorry, a what?
Jakuli? I think is how it's pronounced.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
How do you spell it?
What is that?
Jaculi. It's a really cool looking snake thing. And I'm literally gonna hide in the corner, behind the. I'm hiding behind the statue.
That's awesome.
Okay. The door behind you, Brolin, has opened, and walking out or stepping into the main room is a generic. I don't have a token for it actually, but it's a stone man. Dressed in common garb, completely head to toe is stone, but the robes that this moving statue is wearing do seem to flow like normal cloth. And he turns and he looks at you and he bows. He then takes a few more steps forward and walks towards Aaron. Bows to you.
Okay.
And then approaches the main sarcophagus.
That's my stealth roll for hiding in the corner.
He approaches the main sarcophagus, and he just begins to clear off dust. It hasn't said anything, and it doesn't seem to mind that you guys are there.
I'll approach him and I'll ask him, what is this place?
I'm peeking around the corner.
It stands upright as it's brushing off dust and dirt from this tomb. And he faces you, and its mouth doesn't move, but you all hear a voice echo through this chamber. And it says, This is the resting place of the first kings and of Chatiel, the Angel of Silence. It's just staring. It's just standing there staring at you now. It answered exactly your question, and it's now staring at. It's now just facing you. His hands are kind of cupped in front of him, and about in front of his chest, he's holding them up. They're not, and he just seems to be waiting for you to say something else.
I will. How long have you tended these grounds?
Again, without motion in the mouth. You hear the voice. I have been here since they fell, 1,000 upon 1,000 years ago. But even I need rest. And until you approached, I had been resting. But when you stirred the magic of the sarcophagus, it awoke me. I have not been free to do my duties for 500 years.
Okay.
Who is the Chatiel Angel of Silence?
She was one of the 2 angels that led the United Kingdoms in the battle against the 9 Hells.
Now that you are awake, what will you do?
I will tend to my master's grounds. I will remove the dust from their tombs and ensure the enchantments stay strong.
We found something in one of the chests, and we were wondering if you had any information about it.
He extends a hand. An open hand, palm up.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, it's in my bag, and I'm in beast form, so it's morphed out of existence right now.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna give him my pistol, the white one.
He takes it, and the eyes glow a soft blue. He doesn't close his hand around it, but when you place the pistol down, the eyes glow for about 5 seconds. And then he keeps it extended. His arm doesn't move. And you hear the voice again. It says, "This pistol is enchanted by by a deity." Let me get this right. Hang on.
Oh shit.
What the I wish I could spell. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure I tell you the right thing. It's not.
I just used my only other beast form. Wild shape. It's fine. I was so ready to just lash out at whatever came through that door.
How long does beast form last until?
Well, it doesn't matter because depending on what he says, I'm just gonna 2 hours for me. Half my level.
That might not be a bad idea to just stay in that for a little bit.
Depending on what he says right now, I might have questions for him.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Okay.
And I agree because this is a really cool beast form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is Noob Quest brought to you by Pop Tarts.
Oh,
Sorry.
Pop Tarts.
most important thing we've ever heard.
What? When you eat one, you eat the entire box.
Okay,
Some
I'm.
of us.
We've never had one.
Shut up.
Oh man, it was an experience not that long ago.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I have the right place, but I may change it at a later date, just outside it as the GM, because I want to make sure I am getting lore correct. So he says, this weapon is entangled with a unknown entity from the far realm. He's still holding it out for you. That's all he said.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Once. Master Jaquem had a pistol of similar design.
Who was Master Jaquem?
You would know he's one of the first. He's one of the first four kings of men. Jaquem the Shadow was his full title.
Do you know of what these do? Like, what is it? I don't know. What do they do?
I am not certain. I only know that it is entangled with an unknown entity from the far realm. He's still holding it out, waiting for you to take it back.
Well, I'm gonna take it back. Thanks. Have you ever seen Master Jaquem use his before?
What the fuck? I did not take part in battles.
Were you created by Master Jaquem?
No.
Are there more like you that tend to this place, or are you the only one?
No.
They're so big.
I can answer only what I am asked.
Are there more like that? Okay.
How do we
I'm gonna
get out of
I'm
here?
gonna attempt to check out. I'm just gonna silently, while he's distracted with those two, kind of walk towards that door he came out of, but not into it, just towards it.
It is the far realm, I was correct.
Huzzah!
I'd like to ask the automaton a question.
Okay.
How do we open the tomb of Shakti?
The tomb cannot be opened. The
Alright.
other celestial made sure.
That's like going up to a butler in a mansion and asking how to open the safe. Like,
So, is Shatiel still, I don't want to say alive, but is Shatiel dead?
Oh, it's worse.
Good fucking question.
oh man, that's a good one. Just
Shatiel did indeed fall in the first war.
Who is the other angel? Or Jill?
he pauses for a noticeable amount of time, as if
Doesn't know the name.
As if he's going to
No, I
fantasynamegenerator.com.
no, they're actually not random. You can look up all the.
I know, I'm just
I'll
kidding.
talk about that later. But he pauses as if he's unsure of if he's allowed to answer. But he eventually does say, Remph, the Celestial of Time.
Is Remph still alive?
Is Remph still what?
Alive?
Yes, Remph returned home to the heavens.
Shatiel got the short end of the stick.
How did Shatiel
I'm guessing she tried to say die at the end of that.
Yeah, thanks.
She was slain by the Lord of the Nine Hells. Her sacrifice closed the portal.
Oh, shit.
That is why her body must never be touched.
If we open this, we would open the door to the Nine Hells.
Unknown.
Sounds pretty exciting.
In your conversation with this autonomous butler,
The most helpful
You've-
butler.
well, it's not going to give away everything. You guys do hear some stone grinding still in the room that you're in. And if anybody bothered to turn around, the statue of the orc and the statue of the elf have turned facing the sarcophagus and are kneeling.
So I mean, I'm still back here near the door, so I probably did see that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, noticing that I'm massively creeped out, and I'm gonna go over here to stand by Brolin. Or slither over to be on the ground by Brolin.
I will. I'm just gonna watch what happens. I want to see what these guys do. I'm gonna ask if there's I will ask. I never got this stone guy's name. I'll ask him if he has a name.
I was not given a title,
Okay.
only a duty.
Then I will just ask him if there's any other creatures in this tomb that he knows about.
His
Good or
eyes,
bad.
his eyes flash the blue again, and he says, "There are no other life forms present in the tomb."
Are there any magical, enchanted beings in this tomb besides yourself?
His eyes flash one more time. And
Be careful.
well, he says 4, but there's 4 of you who are magical.
Okay.
Besides us.
No.
You know of a way to get out of these catacombs, I guess you would call them?
Oh, we can just keep going.
I say, seeing as our questioning is deteriorating, I'm gonna relax a bit and come over here. And while they're talking, I'm gonna see if I can see anything through this door. If there's any kind of bars or windows or anything.
There's no windows or anything, but when the automaton sees you kind of going to the door, he asks, "Would you like me to open that?"
I nod.
Aside. Shit.
I nod and step aside. Now,
So he
I want to
comes.
see a snake mad.
I believe he's out of.
I bob my head up and down, and
He comes over and freely opens the door.
I give him a little bow and go right in. And I go in, look back at everybody, and just kind of wait.
Are you guys all following?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow too.
As soon as they start following, I'm going to continue.
Shakul, you've been kind of quiet there.
Yes, I'm following.
Okay.
He really wants to get in that too.
I was disappointed that we didn't get into that.
Yeah.
I'll get here and.
Because my party members are cowards.
You didn't have a way to get in there.
There's a will, there's a way, my old man.
An angel sealed another dead angel body into a tomb, and I'm a fucking level 5 druid midget. 4, whatever.
I believe you were all for, like, protecting the sanctity of this mountain and these tombs last room we were in. And they have to bust this shit open.
I love a good mystery.
Alright.
Just FYI, if you had tried to open the tomb, you would have gotten attacked.
Even better.
It's not too late.
So in front of you stands a stone archway. It's empty in the center, and there's just a wall of dirt and earth behind it. The autonomous butler, for lack of a better term, pushes gently past you all and puts his hand on it and says, "Where is it you are trying to go?"
What was the name of that place?
Wait, what did he say?
What's the name of the place that we're trying to get to?
Cultheron.
Yes.
Cultheron, sir.
He says, his eyes flash blue once more, and he says, "Cultheron, city of thieves, accepted." The archway begins to fill with a mist, and it fills from bottom to top, and it eventually kind of looks like it's condensing to just a sheet of water. But as you look at this water, you see fire, magma on the other side. Not directly, but you're overlooking some magma pools. It looks like it's underground, and there is a pyramid-ish looking structure in the distance.
Alright, I'm gonna have to bust out of wild form. I can't hold.
You're not in wild form. You talked to him to open the door.
No, I didn't. I nodded my head. I've been a snake.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. So I'm gonna go out and just. So wait, is it look like if we step through what I assume is a portal, we'll be stepping into lava? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Or we can just see lava pools in the.
You see lava pools,
vicinity.
but he is not sending you to your death. There is a.
Well, yeah, I don't know if maybe it was an old portal that had.
No, it is. It's a path of very basic design. Looks like it's more of a path because it's been walked on so much than it was built that way.
I'm gonna ask Butler or Tron if if we step through here, will we be able to come back?
There's a significant. There's about a full minute of silence before he reaches into his robe and produces a crystal similar to one of the two that Brolin showed you earlier. And he says, "You may use this to return, but it will only work once."
Why, thank you, kind sir. And I take it and I tuck it into my pouch.
Well, I'll ask him, will that get all of us back here?
I assume it will just open it up again.
it will open this same portal, and you will return to this room.
Okay.
I will be
like a
alerted.
question.
I will be alerted to your arrival and welcome you.
Okay. All right.
I say, well, that was easy, but before we go through, do you guys want to check out that other doorway?
I don't know how. I'm gonna ask him if he can hold this doorway open, this pathway open for us.
He seemed
or
to
not.
do it pretty.
I
On
cannot
call.
hold it open, but I can open it again.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be back.
When you kind of decide to not step through immediately, he takes his hand off the archway, and the portal fades back to mist and falls to the floor. And the mist kind of circles around your feet, and it's a little cold.
That's amazing.
Man. We found
Oh,
all the fucking warplane.
The room.
All right.
So,
Lead
well,
the way, Beach.
anyone who wants to, before we go through, I say we check out this one place we haven't been. As I come here, I kind of just oddly eye these statues again, creeping me out.
They are still kneeling towards the sarcophagus.
Yeah, they're still creeping me out.
As you pass this statue, its eyes are also glowing. It's the dwarf, and the wording on the front is glowing. If you would like to stop and read it,
I would like to
Absolutely.
read it. Sorry, got excited. I'm sorry.
Is that a smudge? Nope, I did that on purpose. Okay. So
Into that other room because my fucking computer's glitching.
move you? You want me to move you?
Both of us, please.
Yeah. You don't need to get upset about it.
Oh, my computer is getting mad at me. I'm getting mad at my computer.
It's okay. I got you. For the purposes of travel, we'll say you're staying with the group until you tell me otherwise, okay?
Okay.
On the on the statue, actually, it says Toraquil Onyx Blade. Good luck spelling that, bitch.
TOARAQUEL.
Nope.
Nailed it.
T-U-R.
I don't know why it came through as two separate lines of text instead of, what I put, but there you go.
I nailed Onyx Blade. I spelled that right. Toraquil, I wasn't even close.
Yeah, when I looked back through my notes tonight, I thought it was double L, and then I realized, why would he do that to me?
Oh my god, I wrote double L too. Oh god, that's too
I
much
have
for my
a
brain.
question. I missed somebody, I think. So there was the 4.
They're all in chat.
No.
Mhm.
Last week, I had the 4 kings of men. I have the first king of dwarfs, the first chief of orcs, the first emperor of elves, and I don't have a 4th one.
There was 7. Orc, elf, dwarf, man.
Okay, so when you mentioned Jacquemin, the Shadow,
He's the
That's one
only.
of the
He's
kings-
the
that's
only
one
of the
of the
kings
men.
of men we know.
okay, that's one of the men, the human.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what it was. It's because I wrote sarcophagus next to it. Those are the 3 sarcophagus that we saw, and then there's 4 of men. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. That's why I keep thinking there's 4 kings of men. So there
There's
was.
that stone guy.
Huh?
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, the butler? Nobody asked him to travel with you, so he's back cleaning the sarcophagus.
Damn it.
Also, we've already been here, so we don't really have to go crazy.
Wait, what?
We've already been here. This is the statue. This is where we met up.
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't recognize this. Okay.
Like, because if we go this way, this is where the tombs are over here.
Oh, I
Went.
see. I didn't recognize that doorway. All right.
Yep, and then that's where we went into the battle. Yep, that's it. It's just a big circle. It's just, this is one of those things I was talking about, like, it's hard to remember what paths we came on.
Yeah.
Because that's how caves work.
All right.
It makes sense.
And I say, Robo-Butler, it's time to go.
Robo.
And I walk over, and I just go over here and wait impatiently for the
Before we leave,
Butlerotron.
nothing actually.
I added to my inventory Stone Robo-Butler's teleportation crystal.
Oh, you're moving yourself. I'm gonna move
Trying
Cody.
to.
Yeah, don't worry. I mean, if it's not working, it's not working. Don't worry too much about it. Don't get mad at the computer.
Did you change the screen that we're on? Everything's
No.
black. I don't know where I am. I zoom
Yeah.
all the way out and I can't see anything.
Yeah, you kind of disappeared, and I'm not
That's weird.
Brolin, where are you?
sure why. Let me go grab your token from another map.
Where'd you go?
I have no idea. I literally just kept moving on the path like I was, and then gone. Complete blackness.
I feel like I was deleting something else, and you crossed over it, and I accidentally
Oh.
selected you.
Okay,
You should have popped up in the group
I
now.
see it now. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, that was weird just for me. I was like, oh, what happened? I'm gone. With great power comes great responsibility.
Okay,
I have one more question for the butler dude.
what's up?
So, you remember the pistol that I handed to you?
I do.
Is that the bones on it from one of the 4 men that wielded it? Is it like a Adam and Eve type thing?
I like the beginning of that question, but Adam and Eve, what?
You know how well
They wouldn't. Adam and Eve doesn't apply to this world, but I understand what you're asking. He says. He says, "No, I do not believe the bones came from Jacqueline de Shadow."
didn't come from like whoever wielded it.
So what he told you was that Jacqueline the Shadow had a pistol like what you showed him, but that the one you showed him was not Jacqueline's.
Yeah.
Jacqueline. Sorry.
Jacqueline. Yeah, Jacqueline. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. That just answers my question. I'm done.
And I actually do. I will ask. Who do you know who it was that was residing in that chamber off the main one, to the northeast or top right or however you underground butlers two directions?
Are you talking about
The
kobolds, or are you talking about the mat you found?
the mat with the chests. In there, that place that I so precisely described.
He says, "That is where I rest."
Oh. Sorry. Well, let's go. Just open up this door. We'll be on our way.
So he touches the portal again, and once again asks, "Where is it you would like to go?"
Cultheron.
Cultheron.
Yeah, that one.
Cultheron, City of Thieves, accepted. The mist portal forms again, and you see the exact same spot as last time. The fire and everything.
Ladies first.
Is everyone going through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Bloop.
What is the name of that unknown the unknown
This is cooler than I expected.
thing about what was that called again?
Cultheron.
No.
That's where we're going. Cultheron, the unknown
the-
city.
Well, let her. What's the question,
sorry.
Brett?
No, that I got Cultheron and the other town mixed up. What was the other town that was by the water?
Oh,
Port Duragor? Or no? Oh, no.
No. She's talking about.
The pirate
I know
place. Yeah.
Onision or something like that.
No.
Orriven.
Orvin.
Ornriven. That's what you're talking
Was
about.
it Orn Riven something?
It is Ornriven something.
Priory.
Friary, yeah. Orn Riven Friary. Yes.
That is what you're talking about.
Yep.
I was very confused for a moment. So, you guys step through, and it is suddenly very, very hot. There's magma flows around you, behind you, and in front of you. You're overlooking this chasm with these pyramid-type structures and this large man pouring his buckets of... Why is there grid on? Sorry. ADHD. Bothering me. Oh, wait. Ruining my
There
picture.
you go.
You see this site of this city. And before you can respond, what's everybody's passive perception?
12.
Cody's is 11, I think, right?
Beach is 13, Shakul's 13, and what was yours, Britt?
What the fuck is it?
It's 10 plus your wisdom mod, so I think you're at 14.
Plus 4, right?
10 plus 4. It's 10 plus your wisdom mod, so 4.
Oh, yeah.
14. You're at 14.
I don't know what mine.
So
Yours is.
what was his question?
Hold on. No, I'm answering it. Go ahead.
He couldn't find his perception, his passive perception.
Ooh. Bad stealth roll. So
11 plus 1.
Beach, Shakul, and Aaron, you notice kind of on all sides figures just out of sight. And it's not super dark here. The lava is providing a decent amount of light, but they're somehow remaining hidden. There are 4 humanoid figures approaching. Pretty fast.
Guys, we have to keep our heads straight like we are thieves.
Alright, I'm just going to cast Barkskin on myself.
As you guys are kind of prepping for what seems to be a battle, one figure steps out from behind a rock, and it's this raggedy-looking human, kind of in a sackcloth, more than real clothes. And he has this very simple, plain stone dagger that it looks like he made it himself. And he just kind of smiles with missing teeth and one eye shut. And he's just looking at you and he goes, "Visitors aren't welcome here."
And I'll step forward, and I'll say, "We have reason to be here."
"I don't care what your reasons are, it's invitation only. And if you don't have an invitation, well, there's only one way you're going out. It's through
I
the
have
lava
an invitation.
pool." He kind of pauses when you say that. And he goes, and he says, well, let's see it then.
I'll lean over to him and I'll whisper in his ear.
He's not close enough for you to lean to.
Oh,
He's about 6 feet away.
Don't you still have that note, Brolin?
yeah. No, the note disappeared.
Oh.
But I was gonna whisper the name of the guy. I just had to look it up because it was a long time ago, to be honest.
Yeah.
Zerexian, I think it is.
No. It was
Fuck. There's so many names from so many games.
it's the beginning with an X.
I know.
Xerneas.
Xerneas.
He kind of like leans back and he goes, Xerneas invited you. You hear that, boy? Xerneas invited him. The king himself sent this lot an invitation.
He owes me a favor.
Oh, the king owes him a favor. Kings just owe people favors now. That's interesting.
Oh,
Very
they're not.
interesting. In
Here for a reason,
As-
so don't mind.
I turn around to the group and I go, somebody act intimidating.
Ow, that hurt. What the heck? Sorry.
Don't die.
As this is happening, Brolin, are you extending the note? Or are you trying to?
If the note still exists, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you told me that the note, like
The wording on the note vanished. But
Yes.
Did you produce the paper?
if I have the paper, I thought the whole paper disappeared. Yes, if I have the paper, I will hand it to him.
You have the paper, but it's blank paper. But your hand is out. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yes, I will hand him blank paper.
Your extended hand,
Uh-huh.
right above it. There's a familiar to you and you alone.
Uh-huh.
Little sudden cloud of black smoke, and a lizard appears on your hand, and just kind of this little
Mm.
leopard gecko appears on Brolin's hand in front of you, and kind of does a quick little. It appears facing him, and it does a quick little walks completely on the underside of your hand, and then turns around and goes to the front and is now looking at the guy who you've been talking.
Okay.
And upon seeing this little lizard appear, the guy immediately sheaths his blade behind his back, stands up straight, and says, follow me, right this way. Honored guests, everyone! And 15 guys just appear from around rocks, and they're all going, welcome, whoa, honored guests.
Nice. I will lead the charge. I'll stand straight back, very confident shoulders. And
They are surrounding you, and guiding you down this path. They're not pushing, but they're just kind of encircling your group, and they keep saying, honored guests, everyone. And as they walk through this path, more and more, 20, 30, 50 people are now just following you down. You have your own little parade. And as you guys are walking, just from behind you, somebody scoops, just one by one, people are coming up behind you, scooping you up, hoisting you up on chairs, and just lifting you and now carrying you down this cliffside path along beside lava pools and lava flows, and it's scary to you guys. And
do I get the feeling that these guys are being sincere, or are they like?
Roll insight.
Okay, I was gonna say, does it feel like bullying? Okay. All right, but I will. Like, I don't know, like, where's my insight button? Here it is. There you go.
They're genuine.
Okay, good. That's
whatever, you don't know what this lizard is, but when they saw it, you are now an honored guest of this Cultheron.
I like this place.
As you begin to approach this larger pyramid, and you're being carried up the steps now. You see standing at the top a familiar sort of hooded figure, familiar silhouette. Once again, hooded, silent, somewhat imposing, but standing now, and not in chains. You all recognize the man who sat across from you on the boat,
Oh my
your
god!
first night together.
No.
All I heard was
And that is where we're going to take a quick break because I need to use the restroom.
I have to pee so bad.
Oh man, I love it. I love this place.
CRB.
This place is so much better than that creepy Elven town.
What?
Oh god. Oh my god, it's you.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's funny. I didn't think that was actually gonna work. I'm not gonna lie.
I literally don't even remember what paper you were talking about.
You wouldn't know. It came to me when I was sleeping.
Oh.
See, and I was never on the boat, so I have no idea if you got it.
Yep.
It was the prisoner that, I don't know if you were there when we were playing to him. And he's the one that told us that Shatterjaw was the one that and everything and
Oh, I think I did listen into that one.
yeah.
That was a big Shatterjaw fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got out. He got off the ship.
It pays to have friends in low places.
And I was nervous.
Yeah, you were. I mean, out of game, to be fair, you have every right to be nervous. These are probably not great guys, but I make friends with who I make friends with.
Yeah. I guess so.
You gotta have friends on both sides of the fence.
I don't have many friends.
On either side of the fence.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Fucking Xerneas.
Let me tell you something. That elf town that we were in, I was 100% sure I was not sure why we were being praised and all that stuff at first. I know why we're being praised in this place.
You killed Shatterjaw?
We saved we let what's his name loose?
Oh yeah.
Xerneas.
Save the king.
I
Well,
didn't realize he was the goddamn king, but that's awesome.
I don't know if people know that, but I think that people saw the king's familiar on your hand
Yes.
and don't want to
But-
get murdered by the king.
But Xerneas knows that, and that's all that matters right now.
Wait, you saw the leopard, like the little gecko thing before?
Yes. It was in the middle of the night one night. Like one of our first nights. But to be fair, Brittany, I probably wouldn't have told Aaron that.
Whatever. You trust Aaron now?
I mean, yeah, but there's still not things that I would tell everyone.
I know.
There's stuff I don't even tell Beach. I'm a man of mystery. I'm like Ben Stiller in Mystery Men. Alright. Doing. What happened? Did everyone just leave me? Oh no, you guys are all there.
Actually, I'm gonna go grab a water.
You got me one too.
Hell, fucking no.
I'll beat you.
As good chance of beating me as Aaron has beaten me.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like that picture of Beach and Captain Eldra. It's so dumb. Beach just like staring over the edge of the boat.
I'll start with one acorn.
It all did start with one acorn. Oh, that's a love story I want to know.
Right? I wonder what their kids would look like.
Ugh. Like squirrels. Definitely like squirrels. Beautiful squirrels.
Beautiful, majestic squirrels.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, I thought I peed for a long time.
And maybe his bathroom is like 4 floors away from him.
It was in a 4-floored house.
No,
You never know.
no, I don't. I
Maybe
think
maybe
lives
he's
on
in a 4-story house with a very slow elevator,
a-
and the only bathroom is on the top floor.
I'm stuck in the middle of the night.
God, I just don't like having an elevator in your house.
Who pees in the middle of the night?
Oh,
What? Are you serious?
You guys get out of bed to pee while you're sleeping? I just pee in my
You just
bed.
pee in your bed? Just
No,
pee in my-
I'm an adult now, so I pee before I go to bed, and then I don't have to get up in the middle of the night.
maybe sometimes I drink a lot of water and I still pee before I go to bed, and then I wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and have to pee again.
Oh, I just
Oh, dude,
sleep. I just sleep through that.
I chug water, like, you know those big giant Poland Springs bottles?
Yeah.
Like about an hour or two before I go to bed, I go through a whole one of those.
Why?
Cause I get very thirsty at night. Cause I don't know.
Because you like to
eat
pee.
a lot of sand. Oh,
I hate sand.
I'm feeling attacked right now.
I don't think they're gonna want those.
I hate sand. Gets all in your sheets,
Oh, your nooks and
your
crannies.
clothes.
All the crevices you don't want sand in.
Not,
Oh yeah.
not like you, Brolin.
Oh.
And then my butt.
Wait, are you saying that I don't get into your nooks and crannies?
Oh, you don't fucking watch Star Wars, you nerd.
No, that sounded just really sexual to me.
It's a Star Wars thing.
Oh, okay.
Anakin hates sand.
I've seen all the Star Wars, and I don't remember that.
When it's like a whole meme thing. It turned into a whole meme thing. When was that episode 2? When him and
We're back. Everything's on fire. You guys are dying. Roll initiative.
I wish.
No.
When they go back to Naboo, and they're on like the vacation house together, and he's like, "I hate sand."
I die in the fire.
I hate sand. Gets everywhere.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying. These guys, nobody else knew with this. I said that, I was like, but not like you, Brolin.
Yeah, and then I got really weirded out because I didn't know what he was talking about.
He's saying you're soft and squishy. Made of puppies.
Ew. Made of mutilated puppies.
Alright, so we're back. What's going on? What's happening? Where am I?
We're being
Am I in the
carried on
fire?
chairs.
All right. So as you approach and you get about 20 yards away from Xerneas, a kind of the group that's carrying you in this, just safe to say, a mob of thieves and pirate-looking people, and some look like just common beggars, and some are more ornately dressed and, you know, I guess better at thieving from appearances. But they're all crowding around you and cheering, and they've brought in the process of this carrying, pints of ale have been brought and handed up to each of you, and those of you who took it.
I did not.
And they stop about 20 feet and they bring you guys all forward, and then they lower the chairs and in a way that lets you step off if you so choose.
I step off.
I'm going to yell, "Put me down, goddammit!" and jump off and try to hit the one behind me with my shillelagh.
I hop off and take a big swig of ale.
Make an attack roll.
No, not for you.
No, yeah, not Beach. Make an attack roll if you're switching.
Yeah.
If you're switching.
I am. I actually clicked on the wrong. It's this one. 5.
So you turn around from your chair and you swing, and they all kind of like back up again, and they're like, "Hey!"
Said, "Don't touch me!"
And they're all kind of, the crowd goes quiet, and Xerneas steps forward and extends a hand, and he says, "My friends, new friends." And he looks at you, Baracus, when he says that. He says, "Come. We have much to talk about." And he starts to walk into the pyramid. The crowd does not follow.
Well, I'll
Yes.
follow.
I'm gonna follow.
I'm gonna follow, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I was typing out what I was doing. Sorry.
You're fine.
Without hesitation, I follow you.
Shakul, are you? Okay, you said it. So you guys head in, and as you enter, there's no guards in this chamber, and it's not a huge chamber. It's carved out of stone, and it is now nowhere near as fancy as the Empress's castle in Peacewood. There are some various banners and flags, some quite obviously pirate flags, and some what you can safely assume, given the nature of the city, to be just bandit tribes. All along the walls. This room is about 100 yards long and maybe 50 yards wide. And he is just walking towards the back, where there's a single table with 6 chairs around it, and one larger, slightly fancier chair at the head. None of the chairs match each other, and the table has different markings and cuts in it. It's a nice hall, but it is not a fancy hall.
Can I check to see which chair is the highest?
Aside from his, it would be the middle chair on the left.
I'm gonna head towards that one.
Okay.
Assuming he's going to his chair.
I will take a seat to the right of his chair.
And I'll sit to his immediate left.
Okay. You guys kind of arrange around the table, and as you are sitting, 2 drow females in common shirts and pants, no footwear. Sorry. I switched from nothing on their feet to no footwear, and it came out as no feet.
Took a real dark turn.
My kind of ladies.
So they walk out, and they're carrying a simple platter of meats, cheeses, fruits, and the other one has a keg of unknown liquid and 5 cups. There's already a cup sitting next to Xerneas's chair, and behind the 2 drow females walks in a Goliath, which is a 9-foot tall, like gray-skinned male with absolutely no hair whatsoever on his head or face. He comes in, and he's got a rifle strewn across his back. Simple. He's not wearing anything on his chest or torso area. He has 2 bracers on his arms of appeared to be iron, or at his wrists. And he's wearing simple pants and boots at the bottom. Behind him walks in a dwarf with 2 rather large axes crossed on his back. a beard that is neatly trimmed to 2 separate points that come down to his belly. He has a full head of hair, dark brown, and he has rosy cheeks that just peek over his full beard. And his eyes look kind of bright, and he walks in with a smile. These two stand to the right and left, respectively, of Xerneas' chair as Xerneas sits. And he says, "These are my advisors, and my first mate, my master at arms. I'm not going to give you their names because it's policy here. Nobody knows who each other is. We don't steal from each other because this is our safe haven. If we're not safe here, then we're not safe anywhere. Anybody who disobeys the law is immediately thrown into the lava. You are safe here, friends. They will not steal from you. They will not harm you. You are my guests."
Thank you. And I will nod at him, and I'll let him know that I was worried. I wasn't 100% sure that you got out safe.
He says, "Well, I didn't quite get out the way I planned, but I did have some unexpected help," and he slides the dagger you clumsily dropped across the table.
I
Climb along and clanged into the bars.
Oh, that was classic. I'll pick that up and I'll take it. I'll look at it. Does it have any like blood or anything on it that I've noticed?
No.
Or is it all clean? Okay.
It's clean.
And I'll pocket that. And I'll let him know that like I hope you don't mind me bringing some extra company. But we were in
Not
town.
at all. When I extended the invitation, I expected you might bring some of your friends. I do notice there's one gnome missing, and you've picked up a tiefling. Is everything all right?
We genuinely don't know.
Just disappeared and left us a hastily written note.
Ah.
And
I actually
the
forgot about
tiefling we came across on our travels.
He's a rat poacher by trade.
A famous rat poacher that they stumbled upon.
Like,
Right. I have to admit I wasn't expecting your arrival for another week. How did you get here so quickly?
we got some unexpected help.
Magic.
He kind of smirks at you turning his words against him, or using his own words, and he goes, "Fair enough, keep your secrets." But I am glad you came nonetheless.
Failed to mention to us when we met you on the ship that you were king.
Don't make a habit of broadcasting my real name outside of these caverns. Tends to draw unwanted attention, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
King of Thieves and all that. Got a pretty high bounty pretty much everywhere.
Pretty cool title, though.
Been picked up for in the beginning.
King of Thieves, basically. But they don't catch me unless I want them to catch me, and I was trying to get some information on Duragar from the inside, and I like to do my own reconnaissance. Just unfortunate that they recognized me. I was hoping to get picked up as a common thief, but
Thieves.
What? Say that again, sorry.
Not the king of thieves.
Right. That Master Keldic Tortle, he's crossed my path once or twice, and he unfortunately recognized me when they picked me up, so...
Oh, he's a good guy.
He is. I have a lot of respect for him, actually, believe it or not.
Well, remember Master Keldrick?
Did you just ask if we remember him?
I'm just musing to myself. And,
Uh,
oh, but I bet you got on that ship just to be closer to Captain Phaedra. Remember her? And I give him wiggly eyebrows.
He kind of smiles at you and yeah, she's something else.
Yeah, I tried.
Anyway.
Don't look there.
Seems like I'm guessing you guys got quite the welcome in Peacewood after taking down old Shatterjaw.
Yeah, so I assume you heard about that.
Everyone has. I spread the word myself a bit.
I appreciate that. I hope that made things a little easier for you.
Yes and no. Captain Shatterjaw was kind of my second in command. But
I'm sorry then.
he also wanted my position, so we were tentative allies that might kill each other. But you did it for me, so there's that.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
He takes a pretty significant sip of his whatever's in his goblet, and then he motions to one of the drow, and they come and refill it.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm so sorry.
So,
You're fine.
So how are things around Cultheron these days?
I mean,
I feel like you've been trying to tell us something for a long time.
no, I was hoping, sorry, I don't actually know your name, dragon friend.
Brolin.
Bro,
And I extend my hand.
he shakes it. I was just kind of hoping Brolin and you might assist me with something.
Of course.
Well, first off, what might that be before we all get into it?
Agreed.
Sorry,
Nope,
whispering
it's
somebody.
Yeah.
I was like passing like middle school
Sorry.
notes
Ooh,
under the table.
It's actually a significant story thing. But
Classy.
he says, well, what did you hear in Peacewood?
Oh.
About what?
About us.
I will
me.
tell him. I'll just tell him. We heard that there's maybe some other pirate band that's trying to take up where Shatterjaw left off.
In what regard, I'd like to know.
I'm gonna look back. I believe it's there might be another attack on the docks. I don't know if that's right, actually.
He kind of looks at the Goliath advisor, or the Goliath, the one he pointed out to. The Goliath is the first mate, the dwarf is the master at arms, just for you guys.
Okay.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
He looks at the Goliath, and the Goliath kind of shakes his head no. And then he looks to the dwarf, who's kind of just smiling, and the dwarf kind of giggles and goes, tell him. And he looks back at you guys and he goes, the attack on the port was a play to get me out. Shatterjaw was supposed to blow up the ship, giving me an escape, disappearance, faking a death, so to speak. But you guys intervened in ways that stopped the attack and let me out at the same time. So, I can safely tell you, I haven't authorized any other attacks on the port of Duragar. I did hear about some Shadowjaw loyalists, we'll call them, I guess, stirring the pot and trying to get revenge, specifically on your gnome friend.
Mm.
Can have him.
Oh,
That was so quick.
I gotta say, Xerneas, I'm pretty relieved. I thought you were gonna say that this was all you're doing, and that we would have had a conflict of interest, and that would have been just awful, but... Oh.
There is the thing that I was hoping you'd help me with.
Is it?
As I'm sure you would understand, Peacewood's Empress is not too fond of me and what I do here.
I understand.
We would like to set up a more formal city. Somewhere that we can openly go where it's not lit by lava. Go out in the daylight, walk around a bit. Unfortunately, most of the surrounding area belongs to the Empress. So that means taking over one of her towns, which would start a war.
Oh.
Okay with it?
Nope.
No, but maybe there's a way that we can...
I don't want war. I'm hoping that you guys, being in good standing with her, might convince her to talk. Obviously, I'm not going to meet her in person, and she's not going to welcome me into Peacewood. But maybe through you guys, we can have some diplomacy.
I like this. I
Roland,
understand not wanting a war.
You do recall that she mentioned some forces moving in the north.
Yes. I will let him know that she mentioned that that she was worried about some uprising in the north, a start of something, and she was sending some people to check it out.
Yes, we encountered her scouts. We were stirring up some noise trying to get her attention, hoping that maybe she would reach out for diplomacy. Or really any of the elves. But so far, no such luck.
If I may ask, the Empress tends to keep a pretty keeps everything close to her chest. She's not very public with anything. How do you know about her? I mean, obviously you know about her, but like, you seem to know a little bit more than most others.
I've been inside Peacewood, the real Peacewood.
Oh.
Not that they know that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
And I'll make a little... My lips are sealed.
While he's talking to you guys, he's pulled out a knife and he's just kind of fiddling with it in his hands.
How did you get into Peacewood?
Not gonna tell you that.
And I'm gonna look at her and be like, everyone's allowed their secrets.
So is Xerneas.
I do... Ooh, go ahead.
No, continue.
I was gonna say, so I understand that what you're looking for, and you'd like to set up a peaceful conversation with her, not in person, obviously, but through us diplomatically. What are you willing to offer in return for some of her land?
We have gold. I don't know that we have anything else that would interest her, but...
I don't really think that gold would interest her anyway.
I'm sure it would. They're a very trade-central town.
How much gold are we talking?
Enough. I don't want to buy one of her existing cities. I don't want her to relocate any of her elves. What we're asking for is a spot, even in the mountains. We'd like it near the plains, near the river would be nice, just so that we have some access to food. Maybe we can start setting up a real, a real spot.
And there's no place that you can do that outside of the Empress's land.
Not this far north. If we go any farther north, it becomes uninhabitable. It's a desolate tundra wasteland.
Just to play a little devil's advocate here, what do you think would entice the Empress to ally or have some kind of diplomatic relations with the City of Thieves? You might need some kind of image change or rebranding.
Well,
assuming you don't wish to remain the City of Thieves, in which case you're kind of screwing yourself.
Cultheron will always be the City of Thieves. It's our safe haven. None of the kingdoms know about it so far. We keep it hidden. The only people who come in and out of here are thieves, and they're not going to spoil the location because then, well, they wouldn't have a safe place. This is the only city in the world we can come. We know we're not going to get arrested, and we're not going to have to watch our own backs because we're not going to steal from each other. It's the only place we can truly ever relax.
What are you trying to get out of this new city?
Just not being near lava. They want to.
Truthfully, if I can set up this, I'll retire. If I can set up a town and get a real place where we are safe, even within the Empire, she can keep the land and we can belong to her and pay taxes. I really don't give a damn. I don't guarantee that any of the people living there are going to actually pay taxes, but she can try.
And these people will have to learn trades.
We know trades.
Things, skills that can keep a town running.
We have that. Look around you. We
Yeah, I see a bunch of lava and a bunch of hobos with stone daggers that carried us into a room. That's all we saw.
In your walk through the city, this is not a struggling city.
Okay.
This is like the guy who was outside guarding. The guy who first greeted you was like there are some who look like him, like they're kind of raggedy, but there are also some pretty fancy looking guys.
All right, so I had pictured, you know Jafar, like disguised Jafar.
Yeah.
I pictured a whole mob of those carrying me around a city, which is why I was whacking at them with my sticks.
No, there were some that looked like that, and there were some that were more well dressed. The city itself is all carved into and out of stone. It's just like the picture that you're looking at on your screen. There's multiple buildings. There's people moving in and out, just like in Peacewood, where they were walking the streets and trading with each other. It's a legitimate city with businesses.
So Xerneas, how about this? We have been sent by the Empress of Peacewood to quell this pirate uprising, these sympathizers of Shatterclaw, or Shadowjaw, whatever his name is, that you've mentioned. If this city was to make a noticeable and considerable effort to assist with this, I imagine it would go a long way into proving yourselves valued citizens of the Empire.
He leans back in his chair. He's kind of thinking.
And if I may input, you were already looking to retire, so I don't think this would hurt you or anybody, and you already said... Oh, okay.
And of course the logistics would have to be worked out. I'm not super familiar with the territory, and the actual land itself is... We'd have to talk
Master
about.
Gnome, I'm not sure of your name.
I am Beach!
Master Beach.
Yes.
I am the king of the thieves, and so what I say in this city goes. And that's the way we've kept it as a safe haven. Outside, the rule, the law, so to speak, of thieves is that we don't tell each other what to do, even myself. We assist each other occasionally, but starting a war with peace would be a first for us. banding together all the bandit tribes and the pirate lords and forming a united army. It's not something we've done before. It's not something I'm looking forward to, and neither are either of my advisors here. And both of them kind of look, and the dwarf stops smiling for a second, and he goes, "Don't want to fight. I'm tired, and I'm old." The dwarf is drunk, clearly. The Goliath, he doesn't say anything, but he just kind of nods in agreement. And Xerneas, he leans forward and folds his hands and kind of puts them in front of his face. He says, "No king of the thieves has ever retired before. Usually what happens is we go out, we get captured or killed, and someone else takes our place. But I'm trying to change things. I'm trying to do something different. If I can start to land, it would be for me and my crew. The two you see before me and about 100 others. Don't know who of the other bandit tribes or pirate lords would join, but I've talked to most of them and there's some interest. We don't want to answer to the Empire because we've never answered to anybody but ourselves. I don't know if I could stop the uprising, but I can certainly talk to them. They'll listen to me. They'll hear me out. But in the end, I cannot tell them what to do. To pit my crew against theirs, it wouldn't look good. It's not that I don't have the strength to defeat them, it's just that it would call into question my loyalties. Especially if I do it at the behest of the Empress.
I think it would help your case if you do end up being able to talk to them. Work out after you talk to them. I think that would the Empress to think more in your favor.
Well, I wasn't thinking of talking to them. I meant more just assisting us in some provable way, some substantial way.
I was gonna say, I think we can put in a good enough word, and I feel like we're on good enough standing with the Empress that if we logically and realistically explain what you're trying to do, she seems very understanding, and I'll even say maybe a little bit naive about some stuff, so I feel like maybe we could play on that if we need. But I think that you helping us in any way that you can, not saying get involved, but like give us any information that might help to maybe putting a stop to some of this uprising. Maybe we could take out a small portion of it, or just kind of talk people out of it. We can do that ourselves without even you, but any advice you could lead us in the right direction, where to start would help.
As you guys are talking, the door that you entered through kind of slams open. And a lizard man wielding two shields, two spiked shields, comes forward, and he's just growling and snarling, and you see the Goliath slings the rifle around and points it at the lizard man, and the dwarf draws both axes and they both move. The Goliath stays back, but the dwarf moves around to the other side of the table in between you all and the lizard. And the lizard stops when he sees this display of force, and he slams his shields into the ground without letting them go. It goes, "Where is he? Where's the one who killed my captain?"
I'll stand up and I'll look at him and I'll be like, he's gone. We haven't seen him in probably 2 days.
But you helped him.
I'll stand up and say, I am Beach, wise sage and stalwart protector of the forests, and I slayed Shatterjaw with my own hands.
He roars, and he looks at Xerneas, and he goes, "You would protect outsiders." And Xerneas kind of looks back at him and says, "Brother, you know the laws. Cannot kill in the confines of the city. If you want to attack them, wait till they leave. I won't stop you. I'm not protecting them, but I will enforce the rules of Cultheron." And he's the dagger he was once playing with is now firmly grasped in his left hand, and he's kind of holding it up in front of his face, and he kind of brandishes it so the lizard can see what he's holding, and you notice the expression in the lizard's eyes kind of changes from anger to hesitation, and then he kind of stands up a little taller, less in aggressive posture, but more just holding his ground. He's not backing down, but he's stopped his rage. He goes,
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna walk towards him slowly, and I'm gonna say, I know this might not be much, and I know that you don't trust us right now, but maybe I can offer this as a sign of peace, and I'm gonna hand out the dagger that we got off of him, or the changing stick.
It still looks like a dagger in your hands, but he does recognize it.
Okay. And I will offer it up to him.
He looks at it briefly, and he looks back at you, and he says, "That is no use to me. Only a magical wielder can shift it. In my hands, it would be a simple staff."
But it is still a token of your captain. It belonged to him. I don't know what sentimental value means to you.
He kind of looks at you, and he's like, "Keep it." And then he looks back to Xerneas, and just says, "I will not attack, but I do request seat at this table." To which Xerneas nods, and the lizard sits at whatever chair is empty.
Okay.
Xerneas then introduces him, and he says, "Once again, I do apologize, guests of mine, but this would be the new commander of the Shatterjaw fleet."
Ah.
He was not the first mate, but he was the strongest fighter in Shatterjaw's fleet. And he now holds the title of captain. He's the one trying to find you and your friend.
Well, I can assure you that I no longer know where the gnome is, and I mean that with all honesty.
The gnome? I'm right here. And also, this is awkward now. We were just talking about him, and now he's here.
Hey.
I mean, hi, rude lizard man. I am Beach. What may I call you?
He stops for a moment and says, "I am Kachak."
Why, of course you are.
Kachak. Alright. Hold on, I'm just taking this stuff down. I'm going to look over to him and say, from what I've heard and experienced, Shatterjaw was a force to be reckoned with. He was a real threat to a lot of people. Are you sure that stepping up and trying to take his spot is something that you're prepared for? You're going to have a lot of people after you. You are aware that word is already spreading about your uprising. Is this something that you're completely ready to take on?
Do you question my strength?
Well, you know, we questioned Shatterjaws. He was a huge puss.
He slams the table and hisses at you, Beach. But he doesn't motion. He keeps his word of not attacking. He looks back to you, Brolin. He says,
If you would question my strength, perhaps you would like to test it.
I'm not questioning your strength. Obviously, I know that you're a smart man because you're here and Shatterjaw's not. So your strength must be at least equal to his. And your brains out succeed his.
I could never hope to have the mind of my captain. But physically, I was his superior.
That's not saying much.
How big is this?
he's about your size. An awkward silence follows the
I'm so sorry. Everything's just set on fire in my house. How big is this Kashik character?
He's roughly the same size as you.
Okay, so he was actually shattered.
How big is that though? I don't know how.
I'm about 6'4".
Alright, so
Shatterjaw was bigger than you, Brolin.
Oh, okay, that's alright. So, does he look weaker? Like just physically, like
It's hard,
just
to, it's,
sizing him
it's
up?
hard to tell under his
Rags.
his garments. They're not rags. He's wearing rather nice clothing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Some of it does appear to be armor.
Okay.
So, disgruntled lizard man, what is it you hope to achieve by taking your captain's place? Riches,
I will
wealth,
sail.
that's it?
I will patrol the same waters that he patrolled, and continue to amass wealth.
That's all?
Eventually, I will succeed Xerneas, and become king of the thieves.
Oh, I see.
Big
It's a little more
brains.
imaginative.
I'm gonna look at Xerneas and be like, "What do you think of that?" Like,
I mean, he already admitted he wasn't very smart.
Kashek undersells his intelligence. Kashek, you are better than Shatterjaw was. I respected the man, but I mean it. You can be a better leader, better pirate. We have much to discuss, but not in the company of outsiders.
I understand. Is there a place that we could stay for a little bit?
Of course. My servants will show you the way. He motions to the two drow. One of them steps forward, and when she steps into the light, you guys all notice a burn mark on her neck that looks like an intentional branding.
Okay.
And you guys can all make perception checks if you'd like to try to get a better look.
I will
like to do
absolutely do that.
I'll do that as well.
Same.
Same.
That's persuasion.
There you go.
20, 18, 9.
Let me get Cody. Hold on.
Is there anyone else coming?
She's trying to roll Cody's right now, she said.
Mm-hmm. Beach, are you rolling or no?
No.
Okay. So Shakul, I already told you. But Roland, it's hard for you to make out. This thing is more than a burn. But Aaron and Baracus, you see it. Baracus, you actually wouldn't know what this was because you weren't in the party at the time. But you can see in detail what it is. And Aaron, you recognize it as the same sigil or icon that Shakul showed you on the piece of cloth the morning you left Peacewood.
What?
What?
Oh, fuck off. Oh,
What do you
God. No, just my brain can't handle that. All right.
Wait, like the cloth that his brother gave to him?
Yes.
Oh.
I gotta flip to my...
That cloth that he got from Little Brother, I believe he shared it with...
No, they wandered off and had a little one-on-one. And
Oh, that's when me and Tim were talking with our secrets.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
Roland were talking.
it's not a secret, so she can certainly.
Rather.
I don't know
No,
what
Okay, I remembered you showing them at the house. They wandered off and had their conversation in the tunnel.
Oh, maybe I'm misremembering.
It's
I
fine.
don't remember
But
this.
I do
Me neither.
know you shared it with the group.
Okay. Yes.
I think.
I don't remember.
If it was in the tunnel, we were in a separate chat because I don't remember here. I don't know anything about this.
I've never heard about this symbol.
we were on horseback.
Yeah, that must have been when you guys were in the...
It was
No?
prior to that. It was when you guys were in the house in Peacewood. The house that gave you breakfast of itself.
Okay.
Oh, I just don't remember hearing about it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's a symbol. It's on her neck. Shakul, you recognize it if no one else does.
Okay, then I will.
I didn't even
recognize
look,
her.
so I certainly don't.
Nah.
Recognize
Sidle up to her.
I haven't heard the story behind it.
Nobody has. Don't worry about it.
In fact, I don't truly know. At any rate, I will sidle up to this drow servant and kind of say, nice brand. Been thinking of getting one of those myself. What does it mean?
This is like possibly the most insulting thing you could ever say.
Worst pickup line ever.
She looks at you, and she just kind of... There's a look of...
Oh, do you like being a slave? I was thinking about trying to be one myself.
Yeah. There's kind of a look of insult and kind of a look of, like, a little bit of shame, a little bit of sadness.
Pause. It could have been a cool brand, like...
That is what all the kids are doing.
That's fair.
It's like a tribal or like a slave brand.
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. It's not a slave brand at all.
I noticed those whip marks on your back and those.
I assumed it was a slave brand, but
Hey,
I know you did.
Hey.
But it's not. It's not a slave brand.
Oh my god.
Chris was approaching the situation completely correct. She's just ashamed of it. And she says, "Signifies my house. I am a member of House Fiarlan. Hang on.
I noticed that it looks like you got a little bit of stroke face. What happened there?
I don't think you guys appreciate how hard it is to pronounce things.
Fiarlan. House.
Mm-hmm.
I like to pretend that I like to talk with confidence, even if I don't know. All right, so that's where she's from.
It's of her house.
Yes.
Is it a nice house? Does it have like?
It is a house.
You're-
It's not an actual house.
No, I didn't actually say that out loud. I don't actually think I'm even close enough to talk to her. I was kind of walking behind the group. I apologize. I tried to make it.
But she told you.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I happen to be an amateur genealogist. Please explain this house of yours in great detail.
She sends you a magical link to a wiki page.
She explains that the mark. There are two houses of shadowed elves. And they include drow, high elves, and wood elves. Any elf can enter these two houses. It's the houses of shadow, and there's House Fjarlin and House Thorani. Both are similar, but Fjarlin specializes more in espionage, and Thorani specializes in assassination.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't go into a lot of detail, and she doesn't explain her role, but she just mentions that in a previous life, one that she's not proud of, she was a very, very good spy. Fjarlin is more focused on espionage, and Thorani is more focused on assassination. So she is from the house that's more focused on just spying, not so much on the house that's focused on assassination.
Do you spell the other house?
On killing. What?
How do you spell the other house?
House?
Thorani. How do you
spell
spell Thorani? Is what she's asking. Therani.
Thuranni.
Close enough. I'm not changing it.
Yes.
So she proceeds. Unless you have any other questions for her, Shakul.
I'll say, very interesting. Thank you for sharing. Perhaps if you're free later on, we could grab some tea and chat more about this fascinating family history that you have. And then kind of bow. I bow to her and walk away, or stand back.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, fun. Persuasion. What is
All right.
What is it? 14.
She nods and seems to agree.
All right, cool.
She seems to accept your offer of a meeting over tea. She and the other drow female leads you out of this main hall, off to the side, up a set of stairs. You go up about 2 flights, and they open a door that has a single room, but many beds. there's no one else in this room. There's a small fire with nothing on it. And there's some haphazardly stacked pots and pans and off to the side. Before closing the door behind you, or before closing the door, they ask if you would like them to bring anything to you, and anything you request will be brought to the best of their ability. Food or drink or anything like that. I don't appreciate duck noises.
I would ask.
Food.
I would ask for some food and maybe some extra blankets because I tend to get cold at night.
They just ask. They one heads off to grab stuff, and the other stays behind and just says, "Any specific foods?"
Edible.
I'm gonna take. I have some parchment and ink and stuff, and I'm gonna write down a list of like herbs and ingredients stuff I would need to make a health potion, and I'm gonna hand it to her and say, "Can you find these?"
She looks at the list and nods. This will take. You handed her a list of ingredients for health potions?
For a health potion, yeah.
She nods that she can find it, but she mentions it's probably going to take a little bit longer to get this because she's going to have to go outside of the main house, like into the markets.
Yeah, and I give her 50 gold because I know that's how much it, or whatever it costs. 25 gold? 25.
Yeah. She kind of looks at you and she goes, I could just buy you health potions. You don't have to make them yourself.
I'm pretty stingy with my money.
It's the same price.
The whole thing of my herbal as a kid is I make it for half the price.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad.
She's more just offering because crafting your own health potions is an uncommon thing.
Yeah. Nope.
He goes,
I understand, but you asked.
Yeah, the price of an actual potion, it's kind of like, I guess the closest thing I can compare it to is like getting your car repaired at a shop versus repairing it yourself. You pay for the labor.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So potions go up in cost compared to their actual ingredients.
That was my fault. I genuinely thought it was like 50.
No, yeah.
The price.
Definitely. No, definitely.
And I'm not mistaken in when Zernius said that this place was a safe haven and we treat each other. They treat each other like well and it's all safe. Is the whole town, not just the little place that we were in, right?
Correct. Cultheron is the way Cultheron. The only way Cultheron has survived and kind of thrived the way it has is that all of the bandits that come agree not to fuck with each other. Okay.
Alright. I respect that then.
Because if it's kind of like mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
If one tribe or pirate steals from another one, then revenge is going to happen, and then the whole city just erupts into chaos.
Yeah, it's just constant. Yeah, constant.
So it's kind of
just a safe place to know that you're.
Yeah, it's. I mean, on some level, it still sort of happens, just because it's a city.
Yeah.
There's no real police force. It's just everybody has a weapon here.
It's like any organized crime.
Yeah. So it still happens to, but not. It actually happens less frequently here than it would in a standard human city.
Okay. I'm getting like very strong. Like if anyone's seen John Wick, like the hotel that they stay at. Love that. That's it.
It's not quite as, it's not like Peacewood where nothing bad ever happens because there's enchanting music playing, keeping everyone happy. But it's also calmer than you expect a city of thieves to be because they don't want the city to explode.
Yeah. Nope, I get that. There's a certain level of respect and trust.
Mm-hmm.
Honor among thieves.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
I am planning to stop here. Does
cool with that.
anybody need to have anything they want to do last minute before we officially sign off?
Or I'll just say, guys, if worst comes to worst, now that the elves have left, if worst comes to worst, then we gotta choose one or the other. We gotta pick sides. Let's pick fucking Peacewood. This place is a shithole. Remember our house? How nice it was? It made fire for us. It made food for us. It sung to us. We gotta share a damn room here. I'm gonna freeze in the middle of the night if Bro has a nightmare.
If I can speak honestly, Peacewood seems to be built on lies. The whole thing is a mirage. It's built to. It's pretty much like a safe prison. Everything about it is a mirage. It's a hidden city. They have music that forces people to stay calm and peaceful.
It was just calm and peaceful music. I enjoyed it.
Huh? This I like. These people are built with structure, rules that they abide by. Out there, they have their own ways, but in here, it's...
What do you mean? It's a whole city of criminals. They only do as much as they have to not kill each other.
Yeah. But they do that of their own free will.
I've never been to Peacewood, but I do have to side with Brolin on this one.
Thank you.
No, man, you guys are
I'm not
insane.
one of the chaotic side, so I'm totally okay with staying in Peacewood.
Well, not that it's an actual choice we have to make. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have to make that choice. I think we can appease both sides.
And also, if this new captain of Shatterjaw's old fleet tries anything, if we can kill Shatterjaw, I'm pretty sure we can kill this guy.
Well, I think it was made pretty clear that he's stronger and smarter than Shatterjaw, so... I was just trying to piss him off so he would do something stupid. But I think we should really be careful how we play this. They're allies of sorts, and all we have is that Brolin smashed a dagger against some bars one time. That kind of helped him get out. That's really all we have tied him to this place. I think it'd be easier for him to drop us than it would be to drop the lizard friend. Just saying.
Doing Kashek's voice is taxing.
Oh, that's the voice, man.
We should interact with him as much as possible.
So your extra blankets are brought to you, Roland. They arrive pretty quickly, within like 5 minutes. The food arrives shortly thereafter. The stuff for the potion is probably going to not going to arrive till the morning. No, it'll come. The stuff for the potions arrives about 2 hours later.
Okay.
So you are able to brew one overnight.
And I will do just that thing.
Is that a herbalism? What's the kit called? Is it herbalism kit?
Herbalism kit.
What is that? Is that technically nature or medicine?
Oh, I think it actually says here. Hold on.
I believe it does this.
Oh wait, nope.
No.
I can go.
Roll. I'll say roll your choice, nature or medicine, to see how potion turns out.
All right. Yeah, I don't even know where I would find that, but I will do nature. They're both the same, but I'm a nature boy.
Nice.
There we go.
All right. It's a very clear. Anybody who looks at this, it's a very clear, well-crafted potion. It looks professional. It looks
Nice.
like what you would buy in the shops.
Nice.
Are you doing this like in plain sight of us?
Yeah, I just set up on the floor in our gigantic shared room.
And I will compliment
There-
you and say, not too bad there, buddy. It's a nice looking potion.
There are some dividers
patronize
between
me.
there are some dividers between the beds.
Thanks for
But
playing.
it is
I
a
hope you enjoyed
mostly.
the session.
I
There
mean,
was some
stuff
It
I've
is
been
one
excited
room,
about for a
there's no
couple
doors,
weeks,
right?
and
There are
some
some
stuff you guys skip.
Alright, so let's say Monday 9:30 next week. We'll be back. And if that ever doesn't work, notify the group chat when you find that out.
Hey, sounds good.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
And if you have any